Zoloft and get your head right.
That's right, baby. Come on up here and get your head right. Get your dose from the Zoloft. Hey, let me get my drink from my head right cup, because I didn't caught up with David Hogg. I caught up a tweet. Was it a tweet or whatever, man? Something he said. I don't care where he said it. Tweeted it. Tooted it. I don't know what he did with it, but it was to the effect of, he wants to know why you don't need a license to kill humans. Man, I got a better question for you. How come you don't need a license to say something so stupid? That kind of stuff, man, is dangerous, man. That kind of stupid is hazardous. That's weapon grade stupidity, man. If you're gonna say that people need a license to carry weapons, you need a license for that, man, because you need some of this some juice from this cup right here. Right? Yeah. Is that what they be teaching you at Harvard? Oh man, Harvard. Come on now. All right. Anyway, so listen. Let's talk about. Seriously, the boy needs supervision. He needs supervision. You need Jesus. All right. So look here. There's conditions, for surrounding anything that you would need a license for anyway. All right. You can't even if you get a license, man. And then technically, there is a license to kill, if you will. We'll get to that in a minute. But just because you have a license to do something, man, don't mean that you can do anything that you want with a license. Okay, there's conditions surrounding any license that you get. If you get a driver's license, that don't mean that there's certain conditions that you have to abide by, engaging in the rules of the road. And you can't just like go and look at a car and be like, I like that car. That car may belong to somebody else. Man, you can't just get in that car and drive off with it and say, I got a license to drive. I can just drive off with somebody's car. You can't do that. All right. So, and just like I said, now I want to clarify, he did say, if I understand correctly, he said a license to kill. Okay, he didn't say a license to murder. All right. Now, if you go and you kill somebody without due process of law, you deprive somebody of their life, well, that would be murder. Nobody has a license to do that. Okay, you don't hand out a license for that. There's no such thing. But the thing is, when we're talking about killing, well, we do. If you want to use the word license, we do have a license for that. It's the Second Amendment. Okay, you do have the right to protect yourself. You do have the right to have an effective weapon to do so. Okay, and it's not your determination on what level of efficacy that weapon is. All right, so now people like you would probably make ignorant choices about what an efficient weapon would be. Okay, but those who actually respect the Second Amendment, they kind of understand what an efficient weapon would be to be able to do what it is they're going to do. All right. Murderous psychopaths who believe like you are the ones who take a weapon someplace and discharge it unjustly. Yeah. Okay, that's people who follow your ideology. That's the history of it. Hey, we don't do that. All right. So now, the closest, like I said, the closest that a civilian can get to a license, to kill would be the Second Amendment. They do have the right to defend themselves. They defend themselves from people that most of us, it seems like most of us understand it, and I don't know, for some reason we're being run over by these people who don't understand that you can't just go discharge your weapon any old way that you want to. We have this. We understand what the Second Amendment is supposed to do. And as civilians, if our life is threatened, we do have the right to have this weapon with us that says, no, you ain't gonna threaten me. Yeah. All right. And if you move any further, as the saying goes, mess around and find out. It's like you don't want to do that. Okay. So, a police officer, if you will, if you want to use the word license, has a license to kill. There's certain protocols they have to abide by in order to fulfill that job description. Military, if you want to use the word license, has a license to kill. It's part of their job description. All right. So, but none of them have a license to murder. But in terms of killing is part of their job description, that's something else. And even as civilians, as per the Second Amendment, we do have that license, if you will. All right. But you can't just go and do that any old way that you want to. That would be murder. Just like you can't go just take a car and drive off with it just because you got a driver's license. That would be theft. Yeah. All right, you see what I'm saying? Am I helping you out here, young man? Do we need to go get Kyle Rittenhouse to explain some things to you? All right? Kyle Rittenhouse, it's like, I'm not one of those who have a prejudice against teenagers. I know the teenagers, that they know everything. And I feel bad about picking on David, man, because what is he, like 12? 12? Come on, he's 12, ain't he? He's still 12. You still 12, David. You still need it, man. You still need the floaties, man, when you go into the pool and stuff like that, man. Come on, you got to step up your thinking, dude. Like I said, I try not to have a prejudice against teenagers just because they're teenagers. Kyle Rittenhouse was handling his business as a teenager. I mean, we had, we've had emissaries, who are young age, man. It's like, I understand that. It's like, I'm not trying to, be prejudiced against just because you're a teenager and stuff like that. I knew everything when I was a teenager. Clear. But the license thing, man, even with a license, a doctor, and you should love this because all those people who are mind humping you, they're the types that believe that a doctor who is supposed to have a license to heal, use their license to kill, right? Yeah. Abortion, that's murder. Yep. All right, there you go. There's your license to kill right there. If that makes you happy, there's your license right there. So, and it's an abuse of the license, but y'all don't think so. You think that's a just use of their so-called license. Just totally antithetical to the oath that they took. But you don't think so, right? So anyway, man, I'm just imagining David Rittenhouse. Just looking at it's Kyle. What is it, David? Sorry about that, Kyle. Don't shoot me, man. Kyle show up with his nerf. You get my name right. Don't nerf me, man. Don't nerf me, Kyle.
You're not part of the media going after him.
Right. Man, God dang, Dave, why couldn't you say this earlier? Kyle's be like, man, if only he would have said this earlier, it wouldn't have made me look so bad. I didn't look bad in the first place, but dang, man, this probably would have helped out. You making Kyle look good now, even better. It's like, but I just imagine, Kyle looking at David just like hard sideways, not even having to say nothing. Boy, I know you didn't. All right, y'all. That's our dose from the Zoloft this evening. I hope you guys will share. Drop a buck in the bucket if you want to keep your bro Zo on the go, and tell folks about my website, bronzeserpentmedia.com. And thanks again. We'll talk again soon.